What's good, John? As always, it is your boy, the main attraction, Emory Ogletree II, with another episode of Let's Get It. Sorry I missed y'all last week. Got a lot of stuff going on. Been pretty busy. But I said I was going to get an episode today because we got to touch on this, man. We got to talk about this whole Lakers not making the playoff scenario. And I just do not get where people are coming up with this madness. Why are we sitting here talking about the Lakers not making the playoffs? I mean, I'm hearing it on First Take. I'm hearing it on Undisputed. I'm hearing it from people on the streets, and I'm getting sick of it. I mean, come on. I need a little rationalization to come in. I need some common sense to be thrown in on this. Why are we sitting here thinking that the Lakers aren't going to make the playoffs? And you're talking to somebody who's not even really a Lakers fan. But I got a high basketball IQ, and I'm smart enough to know that the Lakers will make the playoffs. Now, some of you are probably sitting here saying, like, well, Tree, you sat up here and said the Lakers, well, you expect the Lakers to be the 4th or 5th seed, which I did. Barring the fact that I didn't know LeBron was going to miss 18 games. But, yeah, they're not the 4th or 5th seed right now. Tree, you picked LeBron to be MVP. I did. Again, barring the fact that I did not know this man was going to sit out 18 games. But, again, let's just get back to the logistics of it all. I still expect the Lakers to make the playoffs. So, I'm dedicating this whole episode today on why the Lakers will make the playoffs. Okay? So, let's get it. All right, first things first, man. Right now, as we can see, the Lakers are 2.5 back of the Clippers for the 8th seed currently, all right? 1 game back of the Kings, who are sitting at the 9th seed, which ironically, Buddy Hield said he'd be willing to bet his house that they're going to make the playoffs. Hey, I'm all for confidence, Buddy, without question. But you know what? I'd take you up on that bet. If you all make the playoffs, I would take it. But at the same time, I'm not going to write you off. But I said, let's get into it again. As I said to start things off, LeBron missed 18 games with a groin injury. Who didn't know that? If you didn't watch the game against Golden State when he went down, the man's missed 18 games. And how soon do we forget the fact that the man had the Lakers at the 4th, 5th seed, where I had him anyway, at that point before he got injured. So the man goes down for 18 games. Before he gets injured, they're already the 4th or 5th seed. He misses on 18 games. The Lakers pretty much do what I more or less expected them to do. Actually, a little worse. I didn't think they'd be that bad. But they fall out of playoff contention. But now that he's back, even with him there, you still don't expect him to make the playoffs when you already had him at the 4th or 5th seed? Come on, man. Be better than this, LA. And everybody in general. Be better than this. I mean, and let's touch on this another thing. It's so funny to me that, as much as I get criticized for being a LeBron hater, that here I am defending LeBron. So I would love to know what the LeBron haters think of me today, because I just don't like nonsense being spewed on TV. And I mean, there's a lot of nonsense going on. Pardon me. Last night, the Lakers beat the Rockets 111-106. LeBron dropped 29 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, along with Ingram having 27 points, 13 rebounds, and Kuzma, helping along with 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. Very important win, beating the Houston Rockets, who are currently the 5th seed, along with, popular candidate for MVP, the Beard, James Harden, without question. Now, as I look forward to the schedule, I mean, let's be real, the season's still not close to being over yet. Yeah, we're in the second half, and it's just starting. But the season's not close to being over yet. 2.5 games back of the 8th seed. I just looked at the next 10 games, specifically for the Lakers, the Clippers, and the Kings, since those are the 3 teams right now more or less vying for the 8th seed. Let's start off with the Lakers, right? Their next 10 games: Pelicans, Grizzlies, Pelicans again, Bucks, Suns, Clippers, Nuggets, Celtics, Bulls, and Raptors. Now, as I looked at this schedule, I sat here and I thought to myself, what's the best case scenario for the Lakers in this? Looking at that, I can honestly say the best case scenario, if LA plays, to the standard they need to be playing so they can get back in playoff contention, as though LeBron is saying, he's now playoff activated, he steps up in his intensity. I'll touch on that a little bit later too. I say best case scenario for them is 8-2. Worst case scenario, 6-4. 6-4. That's a worst case scenario I have for them right now. Obviously, each game is going to count as we come here to the close of the regular season. That Clippers game, and I'm going to touch on the schedule here next, is going to be crucial. If, for example, the Lakers go 5-0, up until that Clippers game, I'm guaranteeing the Clippers aren't going to go 5-0. Don't forget the fact they traded Tobias Harris to the 76ers, their best player. But we're all sitting here thinking that the Clippers are going to hold on to the 8th seed. And the Lakers will not make the playoffs. Again, this nonsense. So with that being said, let's jump to the Clippers. Okay, their next 10 games. Grizzlies, Nuggets, Mavericks, Jazz, Kings, Knicks, Lakers, Thunder, Celtics, and Blazers. I don't know about you, but for me, that's a hell of a tougher schedule than what the Lakers got to look forward to. So much so that I have the Lakers, not the Lakers, the Clippers, best case scenario, 6-4. Worst case, and I should have gave this a lot more thought, because again, Tobias Harris is gone. And what they got back from the 76ers, let's be real. I mean, it's not the greatest of assets. It's no Tobias Harris, I know that. Worst case scenario, I got them going 2-8. With a 2.5 lead on the Lakers currently for the 8th seed and did not make the playoffs, 2-8. And I already told you the worst case scenario I got for the Lakers is 6-4. A 4-game difference with the Lakers being back 2.5. That means the Clippers fall out, and the Lakers will be back in the 8th seed. But I'm sitting here trying to just scramble my brain, figuring out like what the hell is going on. I mean, no disrespect, all the love in the world. Shout out to Rob Parker and Chris Broussard, the Odd Couple. If you're not familiar with them, man, check them out on Fox Sports Radio. I mean, without question, though, big influences for me. I got nothing but the utmost respect. But Rob, man, come on. I saw you on Undisputed. The fact that you bet Broussard a pair of J's that the Lakers wouldn't even make the playoffs with LeBron, I mean, come on, man. I mean, if I ever saw a sucker's bet, man, if it was me, I'd have bet you for a job. Give me a job on Fox Sports if you're going to put up that kind of clout that you think that the Lakers won't make the playoffs. Because how in the world do you sit here and think that LeBron back, I don't care if he's not 100%, I'll take LeBron at 80, 90. And it will guarantee the fact that he will at least get the Lakers to an 8th seed. Held by a Clippers team who traded away their best player. But I guess it almost goes to the fact, and I'm not one of those, but it supports a lot of the fact of the people that I know who just continue to spew about the LeBron hate. And maybe that's just what this is. It just must be this LeBron hate over the fact of this man has been consistent. Like I said, I'm a LeBron fan. Has he always done all the right moves to me in his career? No. But as a player, from one basketball player to another, I have the utmost respect for this guy's game. Without question. All-time great. So much so that when he went to the Lakers, the first thing I said was that he would get them to the playoffs. Are they going to win the finals? Hell no. Not this year. But I guarantee that he will get them to the finals, to the playoffs. At least. And I mean, that's more to show than what the Lakers are currently doing. I said LeBron will get them back. And like I just told y'all, worst case scenario, the Clippers will go 2-8, and it might be even worse than that. Like I said, I'm not really too impressed with the new look Clippers right now. But it even goes deeper than that. Don't forget the fact that should the Clippers not make the playoffs, they can keep their draft pick. The same draft pick they would like to use to get a package deal to hopefully bring AD to LA. I mean, I never want to assume anything. I'm not one to say that teams, unlike the 76ers who would intentionally tank, the Clippers, who are just known for futility, who aren't really known for always being good, who had good years from the Blake Griffin, CP3, Doc River days, and currently, I mean, let's say, shock the hell out of me right now doing what they're doing. I mean, much props to them, but again, Tobias Harris is gone. To be in the position that they're in right now, if we looked up and saw them fall to the 8th seed, but again, if they're trying to get AD, would it really surprise me? But back to my original point, that means that the Lakers will not make the playoffs, right? Ridiculous. Let's go on to the next one. Sacramento, the 9th seed. The team that currently has 1 game ahead of the Lakers. All right, their next 10 games. Thunder, Timberwolves, Bucks, Clippers, Knicks, Celtics, Knicks again, Wizards, Celtics, and the 76ers. In my opinion, their best case, again, just like the Clippers, 6-4. With a 1-game lead on LA, whose best case, I feel, could be 8-2 in the next 10 games. 6-4. Worst case scenario, 2-8. Oh, excuse me, not 2-8, 3-7. I gave them one ahead of the Clippers. 3-7. So we're talking about just in the next 10 games. The next 10 games, the Lakers could be in the 8th seed by the end of March. But we're sitting here saying that, oh, LA won't make the playoffs. LeBron, even on the Lakers, won't get them to the playoffs. Get this hate out of your blood. I'll tell you, I may not like certain players, but I give props where props is due. And like I said, LeBron is good enough, regardless if he doesn't get them to the 4 or 5 seed like I predicted. But again, he got injured for 18 games. If he gets into the playoffs, that's all that matters to me because I expected him to do that the moment he came to the West. Where some of y'all out here just sitting out here just being so, as Stephen A. would say, blasphemous, talking about getting them to the conference finals or even competing for a championship. Again, this is not the Eastern Conference. It's the West. How the hell would you expect this man to come to this Lakers team? And I'm sorry, Lonzo Ball is not as good as you think he is. I'm hoping the best for the kid, but I'm sorry, he's not that good. With what he's currently working with, getting them to the playoffs should just be considered a win. As I told you in one of my previous episodes, I gave him a pass this year. Hey, get in the playoffs. I don't expect you to go far. Hell, if you can pass the first round, that's just extra for me. I'd be shocked. But I expect them to go to playoffs, lose in the first round, and that's it. And then you get ready for next year with free agency and making some moves. But come on, y'all gotta do better than that. We gotta be a lot smarter than talking about this BS about the Lakers not making the playoffs. I just gave you 3 different scenarios from the Lakers, the Clippers, and the Kings in the next 10 damn games that they could possibly already be back in the playoffs. So that's gonna take it for part 1, y'all. I'll be back. I got a lot more to talk about. But that's it for part 1. Let's get it. As always, the main attraction, Emory Ogletree II. I'll be back. Holla at you. I'm out.